Watching 12 WKR. You're watching 12 WKRC-TV, a new generation of news. Your first look at this morning's news, weather forecast, and the way you live your weekend. 12 News Saturday starts now.
You're watching WLEX-TV 18.
Good evening. Nancy Paget has the night off. As the exodus for Christmas begins,
she has trouble with a flooring company.
You're watching Rob Braun, Kit Andrews, meteorologist Tim Hedrick, Ken Brew with sports, and troubleshooter Howard Ain on 12 News, a new generation of news.
Channel 5, WMAQ-TV, Chicago. Now, live from the NBC Tower, this is the Channel 5 News at 10.
Dearborn, Michigan, May of last year, a U.S.
Oh, that was painful. I have to go now. Good night.
Real-time closed captioning of the Channel 5 News has been brought to you by the Chicago Automobile Trade Association and your local new car dealer.
Right now.
This is Cincinnati's first and only 10 o'clock news.
Command.
This is Channel 23, WKZT-TV, Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
From Kentucky's first television station, this is Wave 3 News at 6 with Alan Detman, Jackie Hayes, meteorologist John Belsky, and Bob Dominy, sports. Get your morning off to a good start. Keep watching 16 Morning News.
You're watching WLEX-TV 18.
a foggy blanket covers the roads and keeps planes on the ground. Good evening. I'm Tom Kenny. Robin Rabbit and Paul Kelly have the night off.
You're watching WICS, News Channel 20. The news starts now.
And I news all over that's trying in.
You're watching News Channel 20 Sunrise with Patrick Gordon and Dana Gundy. The news continues now.
Welcome back. It is.
You're watching 28 WSJV. The news starts now. This is News 28's Good Morning, Michiana.
And good morning.
From Fox and WEVV-TV. This is News at 9, the Tri-State's fastest growing newscast. With Paul Morrissey, Adam Alexander on sports, and meteorologist Pete Grigsby with your AccuWeather forecast and advanced Doppler radar. You're watching WSIL-TV 3, Harrisburg, Marion, Carbondale, your local news source. And now, News 3 at 10 with Donna Williams. Weather with Reed Howell. And Long Tay on sports.
Good evening, everybody.
From WHOI-TV, this is Good Morning, HOI.
Good morning, Heart of Illinois, and thanks for...
Live from Central Illinois' news station. Good Morning, Central Illinois.
And good morning. I'm Sean Streety in for Gail Simpson.
I'm Joe Bob.
104.7 WFRN. That's the classic from Wayne Watson, going back to his Watercolor Pony CD.
You could have bring something I would have liked to eat here at Warsaw on the phone.
26.
Somewhere there's...
I see.
19 minutes away from 1 o'clock in the all-request lunch hour here at WRSW. I'm Dan Daggett. Thanks for...
Join B106 Saturday, noon to 3 at Evans Toyota for Little Caesars Pizza, Mountain Dew, and other B106 freebies. Free 18...
And now, B106 goes commercial-free with a 45-minute music marathon.
Mike Hoffman and the new Center 16 weather team to sound the alarm. The latest forecasting equipment, a homegrown meteorologist, and the exclusive Channel 16 weather spotters. When weather threatens your family, turn to New Center 16 for coverage you can count on.
Called Unabomber appears to be authentic. We'll have the latest on what he's threatening to blow up coming up in 1 hour on First News.
Lorber, a proud sponsor of The More You Know. Started a project they hope will lead to a downtown renaissance. That story is next on First News.
First News is next, and heavy cranes may be helping the Benton Harbor economy.
The U.S. auto industry appears to be in the driver's seat with Japan.
The Unabomber is threatening to strike again and hits the nerves of summer travelers.
And a push is on to reverse a maternal trend.
And some rough skies are building. Mike Hoffman has details just ahead, right here on First News.
Your favorite home furnishings and a chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree.
Join us right here each week for Value City Furniture's Decorator Showcase.
Top story.
Destruction in Benton Harbor today could mean a constructive move for the city economy.
Next.
California airports are on high alert after a mad bomber sends a threat.
Plus.
Looking for the best summer travel deals? This travel expert may have the right idea for you.
Live from News Center 16, this is Michiana's First News.
Decayed buildings
with closed captioning of News Channel 15 News brought to you by GTE MobileNet.
Now, live, local, and up to the minute, this is News Channel 15 at 6. Tonight's top story.
I'm Drake Kilburns, and I've got some great news to tell you about for auto parts makers right here in Northeast Indiana.
And
health officials break the ban on this lake. I'm Paul Newton. I'll show you what crews are doing now to clean it up.
And our On Your Side report.
New information tonight that you'll need on that driveway scam I told you about last night. The number of victims is now more than a dozen.
This is News Channel 15 at 6.
A major trader.
Michiana's veteran news team, Maureen McFadden and Mark Kelly, homegrown meteorologist Mike Hoffman, and the dean of local sports, Jeff Jeffers. This is News Center 16.
The Drive is casting on 89.5 FM. This is WBKE Manchester College Radio.
You are listening to Radio Free Manchester. That was Spearhead's Hole in the Bucket. Before that, way down from Catherine Wheel, Smoking Popes, new stuff from their brand new one, Born to Quit. That was Mrs. You and Me. Only Shallow from My Bloody Valentine from the amateur soundtrack. Confunctions, Burnin' Love from the Funk Essential Sampler, 1995. What a Life from Julian Hatfield, who will be in Indianapolis next Monday at the $10 Armory. Shades Apart with their soft salt cover, Tainted Love, One Time Too Many from PJ, from Batman Forever. Huju Benton's Champion, G7 from Ziggy Marley, Superhero from Grover, and Hum. This is Spice Lab. We got Spice from the album A Day on Our Planet, WBKE.
Murdered their 2 young children.
Thoughts from the widow of Officer Phil Hostetler, who was killed in the line of duty.
Thoughts from a community that has dealt with more than its share of pain recently.
And these lights and sirens in South Bend were not a sign of trouble today, but of a police force reaching out to the community. Mike Hoffman is looking ahead to the holiday forecast in your neighborhood.
Stay tuned. Your Michiana Olds Pro retailer today.
You're watching WNDU-TV.
Live from Michiana, this is News Center 16.
They say time heals.
News Center 16 continues. We'll tell you about the dirt they moved today in South Bend to make way for a new juvenile detention center.
Will there be a trial in St. Joseph County for an Indianapolis man accused in 3 murders there?
And the fight is not gone from Harold Brazier. Jack Nolan talks with Brazier after his latest milestone.
Michiana's veteran news team, Maureen McFadden and Mark Kelly, homegrown meteorologist Mike Hoffman, and the Dean of Local Sports, Jeff Jeffers. This is News Center 16. Real stories of the Highway Patrol, tonight at 6:30 on News Channel 15. You're watching News Channel 15, your local weather station, with certified weather specialist Sandy Thompson.
Well, let's check our Doppler.
The radar updates to a continual. You're watching News Channel 15 with Larry L. on sports.
The biggest names in senior golf teed off today.
Radio 1190, WOWO, Fort Wayne, Indiana's most powerful radio station.
1190 WOWO, WOWO, Fort Wayne.
AM 1480 and 107.3 FM is WRSW and WRSW-FM, Warsaw. Radio News. I'm Andy Jordan. And
Hit Country 100.5 WWKI, starting out with Brooks and Dunn.
What a great cause. July 21st. July 21st from WBTU.
You got faith in you. From Lee Furniture on WAJI, Magic 95.1.
Coming up on 704 at WAJI, here's your
3 in Elkhart, 62 downtown.
Variety 7101.5.
Bon Jovi, This Ain't a Love Song. Northern Indiana's choice for back-to-back favorites.
Q101.
WBKE 103.5 FM.
Could do him in. Cincinnati's first and only midnight news starts right now.
This is the Midnight News, Cincinnati's final edition.
Good morning, I'm Jack Atherton.
And I'm Tricia Mackey. A local stories and more next on News 28.
You're watching 28 WSJV. The news starts now. This is News 28 at 11.
Quite lucky, I think that...
Trusted #1 source for Kentucky news, weather, and sports. You're starting your day live with News Center 13's AM Kentucky.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to AM Kentucky. It's Tuesday, January 17th. I'm Susan Fruit.
And I'm Chris Allen.
For the West Pike Cardinals, next on News Channel 15 at...
This is WICD, Champaign, Danville, covering more of Champaign and Vermilion counties. This is News Channel 15 at 10.
Chicago Bulls fan.
The News Channel 15 10 o'clock report is brought to you in part by Crown Ford Mercury in Hoopeston.
You're watching the news source for Champaign and Vermilion counties. News Channel 15 with Gwen Ellis. Paul Donahue, Keith Page weather, and Scott Musgrave sports. The news continues.
Prosecutor
From Fox and WEVV-TV, this is News at 9, the Tri-State's fastest-growing newscast, with Paul Morrison, Kurt Dusterberg on sports, and meteorologist Pete Grigsby, with your AccuWeather forecast and advanced Doppler radar.
The prosecution calls it character assassination. The defense claims he's a racist. Good evening, I'm Paul Morrison. Leading our news tonight, the testimony of Detective Mark Furman.
Stay tuned for Central Indiana's first and only weekend morning news. You're watching Channel 13, WTHR, Indianapolis. Now, with coverage you can count on, this is Channel 13 Eyewitness News, Saturday morning.
Good morning and welcome to Channel 13 Eyewitness News this Saturday morning. Topping our news at this hour, a hung jury for...
The most powerful TV signal in Michiana, 28 WSJV.
This is Monday, May 20th.
Plenty of sunshine in the forecast. The 5-day outlook is coming up next. Today, looking at partly sunny skies and...
Is this car you like?
W. The Miami Valley's news team that's working for you. This is WLIO Lima.
This morning report is brought to you by Brown's Floor and Wall Company, serving this area over 40 years with famous names like Lee's and Congolian. Brown's, the best place to buy flooring.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mike Carpenter.
WLIO Lima. From WEVV-TV, this is News at 10. With Paul Morrison, Adam Alexander on sports, and meteorologist Pete Grigsby, with your AccuWeather forecast and advanced Doppler radar. Live at 6, from the leader in television news, Gary Rodemeyer and Melissa Swan. This is Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.
KJG-TV, Channel 33, Fort Wayne. Now, your 24-hour local news continues.